Did it seem like Scrub was leaving at the end of the season? Not exactly, but we had implications that he wasn't trusting our team. But like I said, I'm not gonna get into the nitty gritty and air dirty laundry, but like we didn't feel like he was fitting very well, and we were gonna make a change anyway. So at the end of the day, it kind of worked out. Silver lining anyway. Still just kind of sucks for this season. Just feels weird.
Hello and welcome to the Esporter, the place for your latest scoops on esports. And do we have some scoops today? So, in case you haven't heard already, Mouse have just tweeted recently saying we granted Scrub Killer's wish to part ways with our Rocket League team. We will continue our journey in the RLCS with our substitute Arju RL. We wish Kyle all the best for his future career and hope our fans continue their amazing support. See you on Sunday and stay healthy. Now this is some pretty spicy stuff. So now it means that Scrub Killer has actually left the team. He's recently tweeted after that saying, so do I use the Vitality or Mouse chair now? And he also says, on a more serious note, I'm really sorry that I can't play, but I'm still extremely motivated to win RCS again. So you will see me soon. So as far as we know right now, there is no definite reason as to why Scrub Killer has decided to do what he has done. He has said on one of his streams that it was for freedom and not for money. So that might mean something about his YouTube or something along those lines. Like maybe they were trying to get him to do something that he didn't want to do. So he's decided to go to quite of an extreme route and leave, which is very interesting. I'm looking forward to finding out what the actual reason is for this, and he does seem like he's doing it at least quite responsibly. He's even saying best of luck for the remainder of the season to Lethemir, Cooks, Speed and Arju. So this is going to mean a big change for Mouse Esports. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how they cope in RLCS in the final week. They do only have the final week, but they have a double header, which means they have to play 2 teams. And it means that everything's on the line for Mouse. They could very much go up into the playoffs, or they could just flop down to the bottom of the leaderboard. Then Lethemir also tweeted, wish Scrub Killer the best of luck with his career. Unfortunate position we've been put in, but we're making the most of it. Looking forward to seeing Arju kick some RLCS butt. See us this weekend and guaranteed regionals. Then someone responded saying, hey RL Esports, can you let them bring a lot back, please? And then this kind of all kicked off some little spicy beef between a person called Sebastian and a lot. Sebastian ended up responding saying, why would they when Arju is better? Then a lot responded saying, you're 1600. Sebastian then said, well, at least I know I'm... Shh. Doesn't mean the fact that Arju is better than you. Then a lot said, you make no sense. Sebastian said, didn't ask. It all kind of just went on and on from that point. So it's interesting nonetheless to see all this kick off, and yeah, it all started from Scrub just leaving Mouse. The next story is all centered around a guy called Trent W, who is a CRL player, which is basically a college Rocket League player in America. That's pretty much what it is. It's all for people who are already in a college and are wanting to play Rocket League. That's what the whole tournament's for. So it's not a very high level tournament, and this guy is calling out Wonder. He tweeted saying, at Wonder RL, are you enjoying your last season in RLCS before you get dropped? Asking for a friend. Then Wonder responded saying, lol, CRL, by the way. Trent W replied with unemployed in a month, by the way. Wonder replied with still have a degree. Obviously, Wonder just doesn't seem to really care too much about this guy, which makes sense. He's pretty irrelevant, to be honest, in comparison to Wonder's level. This basically gave everyone a bandwagon to jump onto, with a couple of the main ones being Lola, who retweeted Trent W's post and said birth control reminder. Then Trent W responded saying, coming at me just because I've always called you a monotone, boring commentator. Not my fault you're boring. Personality got kicked from RLCS. Then Trent W responded with a tweet saying, friendly reminder, I've been on more oral esports broadcasts than Lola in 2020. Again, obviously just trying to stew the pot. He's trying to compare himself with Lola, who's a commentator who's been on many RL Esports streams, but simply because he hasn't been on one this year, he's trying to make a big deal out of that, which is really quite petty. But anyway, the final tweet that I want to talk about, or chain of tweets, was him responding to Rettles. Rettles responded to his original tweet saying, "Not sure why you're tweeting stuff like this, like you've never made it anywhere close." He's on about close to where Wunder is right now. Then Trent responded saying, "I've won more lands than him, lol, but I don't pretend like I have though. I just never liked him, he's a little BR." Then Rettles responded, "Nice dude, you won a LAN against Champ 3s, laughing my butt off." Then Trent responded saying, "Rettles getting dropped as well." Some laughing emoji. "Bring back Mist, ASAP." Now, this to me is the final nail in the coffin as far as Trent W goes. He's trying to call out not only Wunder, but then also Rettles. If anybody has been watching any RLCS lately, Rettles is playing his brains out for Pittsburgh Knights right now. So trying to call out somebody like Rettles, saying that he's going to get dropped from the current team that he's on, when he's by far the best player on the team, it kind of makes you feel like his original tweet about Wunder isn't very accurate. Although, to be fair, his tweet about Wunder, personally, I actually do feel is somewhat accurate. Wunder is not playing too great, and I wouldn't be surprised if Wunder gets dropped. If Wunder does not get dropped, I wouldn't be surprised if First Killer decides to leave for a different team, because right now there is clearly something not working on that team, and Wunder hasn't been performing great for a while. Although I don't feel Wunder personally is a bad player, he just has not been gelling very well in this current team, or really the past teams as well. I think overall he has potential as a player, but something's not working. It could also be Kronovi, not trying to point at all fingers towards Wunder, but going on this tangent the way that he has with Rettles as well as Lola, it just kind of makes everybody look at him like a laughingstock. He does seem to be this type of person who does this a lot. He's also been in some drama with some other teams, calling them out for being bad and for choking and then losing against them. So that was it for all the hottest Rocket League news. I'm interested to hear your guys' opinions. Do you think Scrub leaving is going to hurt Mouse? Why do you think Scrub left? And do you think Trent W is just trying to chase clout, or do you think his claims are actually valid and should actually be discussed properly? Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of the Esporter.